Okay, welcome back. Thanks for joining us. A Friday night hockey action coming to you from New Jersey, where it's like rainy and misty and on the verge of snowing. And they have a ton of snow on the ground, way more than we have in Denver, which is 0. Tonight we're going to be facing off against some locals, the Jersey Hitmen, and puck drop. Riddick is out there with Lincoln and Ryan up front with Bjorn and Jacob on defense. We get it into the zone and they almost exit it, but Lincoln keeps it alive, puts one on net, winds up in the near corner. Out to the middle, Lincoln almost turns that one around. Ryan bats it to the wall and it comes up to the point. Bjorn takes a shot that doesn't make it through. Lincoln puts some pressure on him. Jacob keeps it alive. Lincoln has it, but it gets batted out of the zone right in front of the Jersey Hitmen's bench, and Jacob forces his man wide into the far corner. Man goes down, Jacob takes over, but he gets tripped, and there's our first power play coming for a trip against Jacob. Off to a good start, and that's less than a minute. That's 39 seconds. 39 seconds left in 39 seconds into the game. We go on the power play. So, face-off will be in their zone. They're a man down. We have Riddick out there, Lincoln, Landon, Chase, Owen. Did I miss anybody? No, I don't think so. That should be 5. Face-off on the far side to their goalie's left. See if we can get a quick one here. Nice win back. Owen holds it in, walks across the blue line, but it shakes loose, and now he's under pressure. He circles back around behind the net, comes out the other side, comes out with some speed across the blue line, across the red line, leaves it off for Landon. Landon puts one off the end boards, comes back up to Riddick on the boards, back up to Owen. Owen to Lincoln. Lincoln across to Landon, down to Chase in the far corner, up to Owen at the point. Across to Lincoln, back over to Chase, but just off the wall, and he picks it back up. Back up to Owen, to Lincoln. Lincoln shoots it, stick saved by the goalie. Lincoln picks it back up, gets it over to Chase. Shot, blocker save, and they outlet it up into neutral ice. Looks like we're going to do a change for almost everybody except for Owen, who picks up the puck behind the net, and he skates out around the far side. Lars is out there, drops it to Lars. Lars picks it up, gets across the red, goes in across the blue, dumps it, and chases it. Jacob is going to be out there. 55 left in the power play. We're a man up. Caden is out there. Ryan is out there. They send it down, actually on net. Phillip is holding down the net because Owen is out. Ryan brings it up, cuts in, leaves it to Jacob. Jacob gets across the blue, and I think Caden was offside on that far side. So, we're missing a couple guys, as you know. Few, I guess. Of course, TJ and Jackson is out, and Colt is out, and Owen is suspended, so he should be back next game. Bjorn has it, and I don't know, James, just before the game, said he was going to try to skate, but I don't know if I've seen him. I wasn't really watching during warm-ups. Over to Ryan. Ryan at the top of the near circle. Ryan walks down to Caden. Caden sends one. Short side. Shot gets deflected out. Caden goes to pick it up. Overskates it, and they send it out. Down the ice. Right on net again. Phillip leaves it for Lars, who gets it to Bjorn. Bjorn skates it in. It gets batted up and around. Jacob sends one on net. Goalie kicks it away. Picked up. Oh, centering pass. Back up to Xander. Xander at the point. Xander down to the bottom of the circle. Comes back up to Zando. Zando looking for a shot. He sends one in. Big rebound. This guy's given up a lot of rebounds. That's going to be good for us in the long run. And Jersey skates it out. Centering pass picked up by Xander. Xander gets turned over. Kane picks it up and resets behind our net. Excuse me. Jack Stewart is out there with Fisher and Landon. I haven't seen James, so I don't know. Maybe putting on the skate was an ordeal. Lannon comes out with some speed. He gets across the blue line. He cuts up through the center. Getting into the blue and loses it at the end boards. Shuffles it along to the far side. Jack tries to get over there. Comes back in the middle. Centering pass. Trying to hit Fisher. Jersey picks it up and sends it past Kane, but he's got some pressure on him hard. And that goes for icing. So, we're on the other rink at the same facility, but look how you can't even see the time. On that, and that's directly in front of us, 13:03. But then if you look at this other one, you can obviously see it. Or 13:09, I guess. So, looks like Riddick, Lincoln, and Ryan are up front with Lars and Bjorn on defense. Riddick takes the draw. Last game of the night here. 8:20 start. We're about 40 minutes away from our hotel. Through backwoods and small roads, and looks like we're in Appalachia. Ooh, Riddick! Oh, beautiful win! Tried to get it to Ryan, and there was a back door open. Didn't quite work out, but it was a good opportunity. There's a tip shot. That almost went in. Lincoln goes off after Kidd, and nice job by Riddick to keep it alive. Down around in the far corner. Ryan chases it. Gets up past Bjorn. They float it to the center and get in. They drop it. Ooh, looking for the guy cutting down the back. He was closed down. Lincoln picks it up and gets it across the blue. But, ooh, kid turns around. Gets it into the zone, looking for a shot glove. Save by Phillip. Making it look easy, Phillip. Nice save. So, let's see, they are doing shots on net, and so far ours say 7 and theirs say 2. That was probably their second right there. Looks like we have Owen, Lannon Chase up front, Xander and Jacob Smith on defense. So what I said, no sign of James. Not sure where he is. I don't see him over on the bench. There's a puck that's in the near corner, bouncing around. Xander gets it, sends it up the boards to Landon. Landon gets it over. Somehow Jacob gets it and pokes it ahead. Nicely done. Jacob, he gets it into the zone, and when we have Landon and Chase patrolling, man, that's two dangerous guys right there. Jacob keeps it alive, sends one on net, just a little wide. Winds up on the near boards where Landon tries to grab it. Landon's working the near hash. He's got some relief from Owen. Owen walks in. Doesn't get a shot off. Walks behind the net. Loses the puck. Still has it. He gets punched from behind. Chase gets knocked down somehow. And they dump it out. Xander pinches down. Nicely done, Xander, to keep it alive. Back up to Chase. Chase sends one through the crease. And their D picks it up and skates it out. Floats one across. And Xander is assisted by Jacob. Xander gets it. Goes around behind the net. Fends off a guy. Skates up across the blue. Nice job, Xander. He's going to go all the way. Oh, they pick it up right in front of their bench. Nice job, Xander, getting it down into the zone. Fisher's out there putting some forward pressure. So is Jack Stewart and Caden. Jack's going after him. They circle it around to the near corner. 10:56 remaining. There's a big stretch pass. Batted over to Kane. Kane off the end boards and around to Bjorn at the far hash. Bjorn pulls it down and almost gets it out. Kid has an opportunity. Comes up and nope, stays alive. Keeps it in the zone. That was close. Kane stick checks, takes the puck away to Caden. Caden hits Jack, goes off of the back of his stick. They try to get it into the zone, but Bjorn does a beautiful job at taking it away. A 3-man on 2 right now. Bjorn looking for the pass. He's got it to Jack. Jack, oh, can't quite turn that corner, but Bjorn chips it in front. Loose puck, and they send it out for icing. Oh, nope. Ref knocks it down right in front of our bench. And Lars takes advantage of it, sends it deep. Caden goes down on the near side. Almost grabs that puck there. But they pick it up and float it up out of the zone. Oh, there's a tripping. Nope, no call on that one. I don't know how. Ryan going for it. He's got Lincoln. Ryan gets sandwiched off. Kid goes down. No whistle yet, but the kid gets up. He looks like he got caught in the throat. Oh, there's a breakaway and a score. Not quite sure how that happened, but kid goes down and puts one in the back of the net on a breakaway. So Riders are down 1-0, 9:33 remaining in the first. Chase, Owen landing up front. Xander and Kane on defense. They win it, goes back. They go D to D. Up the wing. Xander steps up and does a nice job interrupting the puck. But it squirts out. Kane steps up on it, hits Landon. Landon gets in the zone. He goes to Chase, gets under his stick. And they go up off the glass. It winds up back on Xander's stick. Xander backpedals. He gets it to Owen. Owen cuts around. Bodies the guy off. Or shields the puck with his body. Landon back to Owen. Back up to Kane. Kane sends one big stick save. Xander puts a one on net, and that goalie holds on. No rebound there. Good getting shots to the net, and you can see what it is. It's 10 to us, 3 to them. However, we're down by 1 right now. Soon to be gotten back. Chase takes the face off. Puck is loose, and then they get it out of the zone. Kane reaches for that. He backs it around to Xander. Xander touches it to Owen. Owen skates up, bends off, backhands it up to Landon, and it gets into the zone. Owen picks it back up, makes a move around behind the net, loses it. Chase gets there, tries to shovel it along to Owen, but it's just a battle on the boards. And again, sorry that you can't see that well with all the metal stanchions and netting and everything. It's just terrible viewing here. They get the puck and send it up through the middle of the ice. Xander goes back to recover. No icing is going to be blown on this one. Xander swings it around to Kane behind our net. Kane tries to hit Chase. No ice. And Caden almost got there. It was going to be icing. And the faceoff will come back down in the Riders' end. Fisher will take the draw. He's out there with Jacob, Jack, Bjorn, and Caden. Puck drop. Work in the near corner. Bjorn comes away with it. He sends it up to Caden. Caden makes a move towards us. Comes up through neutral ice and then sends it deep after he gets across the red line. It goes to the far corner and Jack Stewart gets there first. Jack. Centering pass. Oh, nice pass. Fisher was there, but Jacob kept it in the zone. Hitmen have it at the near hash mark. Skate it behind the net. Up off the boards. Caden steps down. Sends one through. That goalie sticks that one up into the near corner. Fisher's there trying to work it. Caden picks up the change. Sends one in on net. Blockered up and out of play by their goalie. All right, more shots on net. 3 for them, 12 for us now. We just need one of those or two of those to go, and then we'll get back into the comfort zone. Wanted to tell you also, these guys are ranked 48 nationally. The team we played this morning was 47, and we are 49. So we're all stacked right up there. It's Pittsburgh 47, Jersey 48, Riders 49 nationally. So we got a good jump on Pittsburgh today. Hopefully we'll do the same here with the Hitmen, but we got to bring it. We got to bring it. We got to play the game, right? Riddick gets it down. Lincoln circles around. Lincoln pulls it up in the near corner. He bounces it up to Xander. Xander moves it across. Nicely done over to Lars. Lars sends one in on net. Comes over to the near corner. Lincoln battles. Gets there. Puck is taken by them, but nice job by Riddick to run his guy up into the boards, and there's going to be a penalty, a holding penalty. He couldn't get away from the guy because he was holding Riddick, but Riddick is going to be heading to the bench either way you look at it. Jack's in the box, and we have, so 2. But all right, so yeah, Jack is in there for a coincidental roughing. Now we're in for holding, so we're a man down. And Bjorn, Landon, Owen, and Kane are out there. Bjorn sends it deep down. Their goalie holds it up behind the net. So we're man down for 2 minutes, but now it's down to a 1:43. Jack should be coming out soon, maybe the next whistle. His number never went up on the board. They bring it near side, send it our far side in front of our bench, and then down behind the net. Kane works his guy. They get it up to the far top of the far circle, up to the point, near point. Shot goes through, gets blocked down. Back to the near point. Shot kicked aside by Phillip. Nice shot, nice save. And Owen sends it the length of the ice. Winds up back down with their goalie. And we're at a minute 6. We got a guy waiting up here, ready to cherry pick. Jacob is watching him. They skate up, drop it for the trailer. And everybody stays on side. That looked a little iffy there at the last moment. Kid walks around, circles around, moves it up to the point. Ooh, that one's a close one. Holy cow. There's a puck, and they put it in. Number 2 for Jersey on a power play opportunity for them. A lot of pressure there. Couldn't quite clear it. Everybody comes down to say, hey, Phillip, that's okay, baby. We got you. All right, Riddick is out there. Ryan Lincoln up front. Win back. Riddick to Xander. Xander to Kane. Kane up to Lincoln. Lincoln touches it in. They pick it up and get it up through neutral ice. Nice job. Xander goes to the corner. Lincoln bangs on the boards. Lincoln passes it out to Ryan. Ryan's going 3-on-2, heading the other way. Ryan gets into the zone looking for help. Sends it across. Oh, trying to hit Riddick. Back over to Ryan behind the net. Ryan to Lincoln. Lincoln gets it up to Kane. Kane at the point. Back down to Lincoln, who touches it for Ryan. Ryan centering pass to Lincoln. Lincoln sends it. And it goes in the back of the net. Riders get on the board. Lincoln from Ryan. Nice job, boys. Good setup. Even strength goal. That's what we need. Good way to respond. Okay. Owen out there with Chase. Guy pushes him. Yeah. Let's see what happens to that. Minute 55. Yeah, you're going to get reverse the shit out of you. Wow. Puck comes up and out. Not going to be icing. Jacob gets back. He's got some pressure on. Sends it hard up the far boards. Touched and picked up by Landon. Gotten out. Chase has it. Chase gets across the blue. Chase cuts to the middle. He was looking for Bjorn. Tried to get it there, but fanned on that opportunity. Picked up by Owen. Owen up to Jacob. Jacob sends one through. Blocker save. And the puck is loose in front. Nobody can get there. They airmail it up, and Jacob, keeps it alive. Wow, that was a great play. Nicely done. He was on his knees. And now it's a 2-on-1 going the other way, but Jacob takes that puck and says, no, thank you. He gets it to Landon, who gets it over to Chase. Chase, top of the circle, gets it back to Landon. Landon shoots one, and there is a save by their goalie. Nice movement Meanwhile, Owen was taken out in front. Yeah, the slide mark's almost from the blue line. You can see right from where the ref is. He was taken down and dragged all the way down there. That's all Owen on his knees. That's crazy. No penalty called on that. 15 shots to 7. Speaking of number 7, Lars just takes a shot. Stick by their goalie into the corner. And then they try to outlet it, but Fisher does a nice job keeping it in momentarily. Xander steps up into that one and gets it going back the other way. Fisher tries to chip it around his guy, and they get it up to the boards where Xander takes back over. He comes. Jack, tried to pull it through with him when he was cutting. There's some bodies flying right here in front. You're getting a front row view of the action. Fisher took a punch to the back of the head. No real damage done. Xander goes up to shoot. Oh, Lars picks that up. Nice job, Lars. There's the goalie, sticks that one into the near corner, and it winds up back with Jack. Jack! Oh, Kane. What a clutch play. Nice job, Kane. That one was going to be a breakaway, but he prevented that one. Fisher's doing some damage back there. He takes the puck away all by himself behind the net. Centering pass. Can't connect with Caden, who was right in front of the net. Jacob steps up, leaves it for Trudgeon. Trudgeon sends one in. Glove saved by their goalie. Sorry, I'm so far away. That was a beautiful play by Ryan and a great shot. Stepping up quickly. So it's Riddick and Lincoln and Ryan out there with Kane and Jacob on defense. Face-off comes in their zone. 18-7 are the shots tilted our way. Riddick will take the draw in the far corner. Oh, this kid steps up and grabs a puck. Oh, it goes off of Ryan's skate. Lincoln gets it back into the zone, but they take it, come behind the net. There's a nice pickup almost picked up by Ryan. Up and out. Jacob sends it deep, but we clear the zone, so that's okay. Lincoln comes around. They go far side and then outlet it through. Kane steps up again. Kid drops it down with his glove. Comes out of the zone, but that's going to be offside anyway. Or hand pass. I'm not sure which. Nope, they're going to put it right here in front of us. 1:59 remains in the first period. Score is 2-1 Jersey. Shots are 18-7 advantage Riders. We just need to get one of those in, a couple more in, I guess. Puck comes back. Bjorn picks it up. Bjorn comes around to Xander. Xander's playing well. He's been out for a while. Oh, there we go. Chase. Oh, goalie comes out. Oh, nice job, Chase. He gets there. Winds up on Owen's stick, and he tries to get it in front. Owen gets it to Bjorn. Bjorn, go in there, baby. Steps around, leaves it for Owen. Owen, near corner. Centering pass doesn't make it through. Tied up on the boards. Puck is loose in front, and Landon shoots one, and that just gets kicked up into the netting. Wow, that was a good opportunity. Kind of surprising. That one came off so quickly. It was just kind of floating across the front of the crease, and Landon got a stick on it for a quick release. Good shot. Good opportunity looking for that top right corner. Fisher comes out to take the draw here. He's out there with Caden and Jack Stewart. Puck is behind the net. Fisher grabs it. Fisher backs it up to Xander. I was going to say, and I'll tell you, as you know, ooh, good job, Bjorn. Nice pull down with his hand, and then he dumps it into the far corner. Xander has missed the last several games because he's been really sick. He had mono, and he was like on IVs and everything. So, but he's out here looking strong. That's my whole point. Nice touch by Jack to Fisher. Fisher goes across looking for Caden, jumps over his stick, and then he gets picked. They sauce it up and out, and it's a 2-on-2 going the other way. Bjorn gloves it down and gets it into the far corner, but they pull it up. Caden almost had it. They go to the far corner again, behind the net. Bjorn backhands it up off the glass, out of the zone. Jack pulls it down right in front of us. They bat it and pick it up. Jack, back on Jack's stick, back to Lars. Lars to Caden. Caden bats it in. 9 seconds left in the period. 6, 5, 4. Kid better has no clock awareness. And he just wasted a whole bunch of time just trying to monkey it around into the zone instead of getting it on net. So, Riders are down by a goal, but up by 10 shots coming into the second period. We just got to keep the pressure up. Okay, start of the second. Coach Doug is over there in the middle. He's given some directions. So he made the trip with us, even though his team, he coaches the 18s, and his team is done for the year. So he decided to come out to beautiful Armpit, New Jersey. No offense to anybody that's from here, but this place is lives up to the name. Ooh, I'd hate to live here. Brutal, especially when it's like 36 degrees and raining, and there's about 1.5 feet of snow all around you. It's kind of a weird feeling. But I think that rain should turn over to snow here, hopefully not very much, in the next 24 hours or so. We're hoping it doesn't happen because that may impact our travel plans. Knock on wood that it doesn't. But yeah, our last 2 trips, the one to Connecticut, it was snowing most of the time, and now it's like drizzling, raining, and really ugly. Okay. Back for the start of the second. Riddick will take the draw. Lincoln and Ryan are up front with him. Lars and Kane holding down the defensive side. Lincoln's messing around with 33 Sejuda or Sedilla or something like that. Goes back into our zone. Riddick chases it behind the net. Kane puts a butt into him and takes the puck away. Gets it to Ryan. He gets pinned up on the boards, but Kane comes out with it. Kane's looking. Kane gets it to, tries to get it to Lincoln. Icing is the call. Good look by Kane. They're saying, Kane, nice job, I think. And they're talking to Lincoln and Kane how to make that connection. The coaches are, I mean. So a little coaching as we go along. It's a good thing coming from an NHLer, Doug. Something you want to listen to. Kane works it in the corner, and they send it back to the near side. Comes up. They have it. Lars tries to get him off of the puck. They have it behind our net. They move it back up to the point. Lincoln comes in. Ooh, there's a shot, but a save. Ryan comes out. Ryan's going for it. Lincoln gets into the zone. Lincoln right in front of the net. Ryan still has it far side. Ryan backs it around. Riddick can't go down because the door was closed. Puck winds up on the near corner, and they outlet it. It goes off of Jacob and then bounces over to Xander, who picks it up in the far corner. He turns around and skates up ice. He's going north. Smitty gets it and sends one into the far corner. Trudgeon grabs it. Trudgeon pulls it through, and that's off the side of the net, off the post. Lannon's out there. Smitty pinches down to shot. Doesn't make it all the way through. Lannon tries to get him, but Owen then tries to grab it. They send it down. That's going to be icing, and the whistle is blown. There's Owen. So the faceoff will come down in the offensive zone to their goalie's left. Owen will take the draw. Jacob is right here. Puck is won back. Jersey picks it up, sends it up to the near corner. Picked up at the near hash and then up and out through neutral ice. Number 55 seems to be their player. Owen gets it up. Battle on the red line. Owen leaves it for Chase. Chase comes away with it. Chase drops it for Landon. Landon sends one just about a foot wide left. Ooh, that was a great shot. Nice leave by Chase. Chase grabs it again. Working on the end boards. Owen is back there. Chase is too. Chase is trying to get it. Owen is working his guy. And Owen takes it away. Actually, he's trying to kick it up to Landon. Winds up back, tied up on their feet. Chase comes in to support. We got 3 guys over there, so do they. Chase has it behind the net. He gets rubbed up. Landon takes over. Landon gets it up to Smith. Jacob Smith sends it down around. And they're like, oh man, we just did a lot of work there. Xander stepped down. And I guess that came out of play, maybe hit a rider on the bench. Whistle is blown. Faceoff will probably come right at that circle right there. Nope, back down in the zone. Not exactly sure what that was. Yeah, I thought it would be on the outside. The other team is saying that it should be on the outside, but I don't know. All right, Fisher takes the draw. Caden gets it. Gives it to Kane. Kane, top of the circle. Moves it up to Caden. Caden sends one in. Loose puck. Fisher trying to jam it in. Oh, had an opportunity. Good chance there. Puck is up and out. Bjorn gloves it down. Gets it over to Jack. Jack sends it deep, and then Fisher turns it on to the far corner. Kid goes down. They send it up the near boards. Bjorn picks it up. Bjorn sends it back down around to Caden at the bottom. Sends that one. Fisher was trying to get there. Fisher bumps his guy up into the boards. Now there's another battle on the boards. Kane supports. Back up to Caden. Caden has it. Caden sends one through. Chipped up and over the net to the glass. Caden with another chance to Bjorn. Bjorn sends one through. Sticked aside to the glass again by their goalie. Good pressure down here. Good movement. Good nets, pucks to net. Puck winds up in that far corner. I can tell this line is running out of grass a little bit. Kane keeps it alive. Kane sends one through into a defense. Oh, he had a good opportunity. He picks up his own rebound. He gets back up to Riddick. Riddick sends one, doesn't make it all the way through. Jack gets it, turns it. Caden was right there. Centering pass, picked up. Oh, shot off the side of the net again. Back up to Kane. Kane over to Riddick. Riddick moves it across to Bjorn. Bjorn makes a nice little beautiful move. Oh, I thought that went in. How did it not go in? Nice job, Bjorn. Riddick picks it up. Man, we're just putting the hammers to it right now. They've got to be dying out there. Riddick sends one, and he gets it in. I do not know who that came from. I'm sorry, but Riddick tallies number 4 for the day. Way to go, Riddick. Man, he's on fire. That was a laser. Must have come from Kane because he went through second. Riders tie it up. I'm going to put down Kane for the assist. Nice job, boys. Okay. Riddick stays out there. I score and I stay out. And he wins it. Lars backhands it up. Ryan. Oh. Lincoln was cut into the net. Ryan's working it behind the net. Lincoln, almost picked that puck up. They get it out of the zone. Back on Lars' stick. Lars bounces it into the zone. That's going to be just wide of the net, so that's going to be icing. Whistle blown. Faceoff comes down in our end. More coaching as the kids go by. 12-13 remain in the second period. Tied up at 2. We're, 3 times them on the shots, right? 23 for us, 8 for them. Riddick takes it, wins it again. Lars gets it again. Lars gets some pressure on him. Another guy comes in to support him. And Riddick comes in to try to help Lars. Puck is grabbed by Jacob. Jacob gets it up to Lincoln. Lincoln moves it across to Ryan. Ryan gets into the zone. It's still in the zone. Goes back door to Jacob. Jacob sends one through. Oh, puck is up in the air. Gets batted down. Lars keeps it alive. Lars sends it down to Riddick. Gets under his stick. Ryan behind the net. Over to Lars. Lars in the middle. Oh, good pressure by the Riders. We're like a blender right in front of their net. Just churning things up, making it happen. Good pressure. That's the way we're going to score. Getting some rebounds, getting pucks to net. 25 now for us. Over 3 times the amount of shots that they have. Owen is out there, Landon and Chase. They get it to the near corner. Jacob Smith is up here at the point. Lars pinches down, looking for someone to pass him the puck so he can get a good shot from the slot. And they airmail it up, and that would have touched the roof in any other facility, but it was a little bit high. It was a couple inches off. Their D pick it up and skate it around. And being harassed. There's Landon's going to get a penalty. Hooking? Come on. That was a weak call. Oh, that was weak. He was just trying to take the puck away from him. Landon heads to the box, and we're going to be on the kill for 2 minutes. Number 9 goes. All right. That was a soft call. Bjorn, Xander, Owen, Chase are out there for this kill. At least the first part of it. The face-off will come in the Riders' end. 11:08 remaining in the second period. Hitmen have it, and Chase gets it out. One-on-one, Chase. Chase can beat anybody. Chase can beat anybody. Oh, shot. Their goalie saved it, and he had a chance at the rebound, and it just floated wide right. Good chance for Chase. Nice job. They skated up. See, that's what happens. We'll make you pay on that. They get it into the zone. Leave it for the guy on the near point. He pulls up at the near hash. And hopefully you watched the Olympics today because that was exciting. U.S. men dominated. Was it? Ooh, shot. Nice save by Phillip. And Owen gets it up and out. Chase puts pressure on him. Doesn't let him give an easy outlet. He goes off. Chase does. Caden comes on for him. So anyway, the men's team won like 6-2, I think. 5-2 or 6-2. Don't remember. So they wind up in the finals with the Canadians, who won their game as well. Shot and up and over to the far boards and out of the zone. 48 seconds remaining on the man disadvantage for the Riders. They floated up right in front of us. And Bjorn does a nice job kicking it ahead. And Caden gets it into the zone. Gets around his guy. This guy's still tied up here with Bjorn. No whistle is blown on that one. Forcing him to reset behind the net. Caden is patrolling. Forces him out. They pass it in front of the Riders' bench. And skate up. Fisher is out there. Winds up with Lars. And Lars bats it down deep into the zone. No icing. Little number 16 Messler, I think. Gets it. Leaves it for 13, who skates it up and through the neutral zone and into the defensive zone. Ooh, shot. Nice save by Phillip. And then I think that was Lars that sent it up. Maybe Caden sent it high up off the glass. What? Why was there a whistle there? Icing? Maybe it was icing. Fisher got there, though. We're back to full strength either way. But the face-off is coming down in our zone to Phillip's right. It's going to be Riddick and Ryan and Lincoln and Kane. Maybe Lars. Shot. Oh, puck was shot on net. A little rebound out front. Lincoln gets it to Riddick. Riddick, Scott, Ryan. Ryan. Oh, they pick that up. They get it up and out. 3-on-1 heading the other way. Who took that away? That was Ryan. Ryan goes up to Lincoln. Lincoln gets it over to Ryan. Oh, just stick checked at the last second. Boy, this is some back and forth action. Nice hit by Riddick. Pumps it into the zone. Their goalie sticks it aside. And they airmail that one for icing. Not going to chase. Good play, boys. Good play. Faceoff comes down in the offensive zone. It will be taken by Chase. Landon is just in back of him. Owen is to his left. Kid dives into the middle. I haven't really seen that before, but they get it and send it up. Xander, nice job, Xander. Keeps it alive, sends it down. Centering pass, almost connects with Landon. Landon picks it up in the far corner, moves it back up to Zando. Zando across to Jacob. Jacob down to the bottom. Chase hits Owen. Owen skates behind the net. Owen back around to Chase. Chase circles off the boards. Almost picked up by Owen, and they get it up and out. Through neutral ice into the zone. Shot floated in on Phillip. He holds on, drops it, and then, whoa, dropped it. Thought he was going to pick it up. Thought he was going to drop it. And then that puck squirted out. Now it's kind of a late situation. Fortunately, we got a whistle. Little dangerous. What's going on now? Is that going to be halftime? No penalty on them. All right. Don't know what that call was. Let me see if I can see. Nope, they already blew it, but it's 2 minutes for number 10. We're on the power play. Sorry, I missed that one. Whistle. Riddick will take the draw. Lincoln's out there with Landon and Chase and Owen. Puck is back. Shoot. Landon pressuring them. They get it back and over. Back to their D. Lincoln buries him up into the boards. They bat it down. Owen grabs it. Owen sauces it around to Chase. Chase gets across the blue line. Makes a move down to the near hash. Leaves it for Owen. We get our set up. And that was almost tipped. Lincoln grabs it off the boards. Leaves it for Owen. Owen down to the bottom of the far circle. Centering pass. Landon gets a shot off. Pad saved by their goalie. Winds up on the near boards where Chase has it. Chase goes around. Leaves it for Owen. Owen drops it for Chase. Chase sends it through to Lincoln. Lincoln back up to Owen at the point. Owen moves it to Chase near circle. Centering pass doesn't make it to anybody. Winds up back on Owen's stick. He dumps it off for Lincoln. Lincoln across to Chase. Chase is going. Chase, back door. Rick looking for number 2. Can't quite get it. They bat it down and skate it out of the zone. Power play is 52 seconds remaining. They get it. Ooh, sauce. Ryan gets in there. We get a line change. Riddick is still out there. Ryan is out there. Caden gets it to Riddick. Riddick backhands it around to Landon. Landon needs a change. I'm sure his legs are, yep, he's going for it right now. So it's Caden. Lars takes it behind the net. Sorry it's so far away you can't hardly see anything. Or you can hardly see anything. Ryan behind the net. Ryan looking for help. Ryan circles around. Lars has it now. Lars sends one through just wide of the net. Bounces up to the side. Caden comes away with it. Caden gets it to Bjorn. Bjorn back down to Caden. Caden tries to chip it through, but we couldn't make it all the way through. They're back to full strength. Kid makes a move, and he drives to the net. There's going to be a tripping there. Oh, where everybody went crazy on that. That was obviously a tripping call. I don't think he missed it, but according to these parents, they would have. So, Jacob looks like he's in the box for 2 minutes for tripping. And we have 5:25 left in the period. Shots now are 13 for them, 28 for us. Lincoln and Landon are out there with Xander and Kane. Puck back. Shot. Gets blocked down. Lincoln goes. Gets it. Nice job causing the turnover. Landon kicks it up, and then he airmails it up into the... it rolls along the piping, and then it bounces down off the piping and back onto the ice, where the ref grabs it. But good effort on the boys in getting that out of the zone. Face-off will come right in front of the Hitmen bench. Wow. The guy just grabs Lincoln's helmet and shoves him back. Lincoln's probably going to headbutt him. But he gets cross-checked instead. Kane sends it deep. Their goalie holds it up down here. They skate up. Kane sends it back down. Nice job, Kane. All right. Lincoln gets tied up with them in front of the bench again, in front of their bench. Kid comes into the zone. Shot, low angle shot. Puck is loose. Winds up in the corner. And they put one in to go up by 1. Our parents are saying interference, but the refs aren't having any of it. Either way, they're up by 1. We just got to get it back. Oh, sorry about that. Jack, Caden, Bjorn, Fisher, Lars. Puck drop. Poked ahead. Caden grabs it. Caden gets it in. Shot sticked aside by their goalie. Lars comes in. Winds up going towards the net. Picked up by their D. Kid waits for a second. He floats it up to the near boards. He skates it in. Back door. Shot and goal. That was a fast one. Okay, boys, let's go. Let's get it together here. Ooh. We need to get that one back. Those 2 back. All right. Looks like we have Chase out there with Lannon. Owen is out on the far side. Chase will be taking the draw. Coach is talking with the ref. Philip is getting called to the bench, not sure why, because we don't have a backup. Philip threw it? Oh. Okay. Yeah, could be. All right, Philip got a little pep talk. He heads back to his crease. All right, let's go, boys. And James gets on the ice and skates over to the bench, to the box, and he sits for Phillip, who got a penalty there. I think for after the play, he picked up the puck and threw it, and then the ref had to go get it. So he got a penalty, I guess. We're probably unsportsmanlike, my guess. And either way, we just got scored on, and now we're a man down. Xander grabs a puck, backhands it around up to Jacob. Jacob comes out. He's looking for Chase, and Chase goes hard after it into the far corner. He gets there. Chase is working. They pick it up and unsportsmanlike. That's what the call was. So there we go. There's Chase off to a breakaway. Oh, couldn't get a good one on that, unfortunately, but a great opportunity. They're back the other way. Owen goes back to interrupt them. They get it in the middle. Shot blocked. Nice block by Jacob. Eats that puck. Nice block. They get it up to the point. They keep it alive. Across the blue line to the far point. Center shot just goes wide into the near corner. Back down to the near corner, and Xander punches his guy up into the boards, and Jacob gets over there. But they grab it at the hash marks, circle around behind the net over to the far corner. Owen gets over there and gets it, can't get it up and through, but he does. He gets it up to Landon. Landon's off, one-on-one. Landon cuts. He holds on to the puck, backhands it around to Ryan. Nicely done. Ryan sends one, and there was a shot and a save by their goalie, but little rebound. Ryan almost got the rebound. Ryan does a nice job. Lincoln sends it back down deep. Ryan almost grabs it behind the net. They backhand it around. We're doing some good pressure. 14 seconds left on the kill. Lincoln working the corner. They get it up and out. Lincoln back checks. Nice job not to give up on it. They get it across the red line into the zone, and Ryan kicks it up and out. That'll do it for the penalty. James comes out of the box. Lincoln gets the pass up to Ryan. Ryan hits Lincoln coming through. Lincoln shot and rebound, and the goalie covers it. Good rush on net there. That was a good play. Unfortunately, it didn't wind up in the back of the net, but if we keep doing that, I guarantee you it will. So Lincoln, Riddick, Ryan up front. Bjorn, Kane holding down the D. Riddick takes the draw here. Puck is won back to the Hitmen. Lincoln pressures them, but they circle away. Pass it up, and Ryan steps up into that one, gets it into the zone. Lincoln puts his hand up into the kid and knocks him back over there. D. Number 10 gets down there, takes the puck, centering pass. One-time opportunity. Lincoln gets it up and out. Ryan. What happened there? Oh, it hit the netting or hit the roof or something. Went out of play is what they're saying. So the whistle was blown. Face-off will probably come back down into our zone. 1:26 remaining. Score is 4-2. Second period's almost out. Hard to see. Sorry. Shot saved by Phillip. Not that you can tell. Looks like that was Chase that took the puck. Now Owen has it. Owen moves it across over to Chase. Chase picks it up off his skates and gets into the zone. Chase pulls up, gets bumped up into the boards, and Lars comes down to support him. Puck Puck comes up. Nice job by Owen to keep it alive. Owen's on his knees. Chase is on top of this kid. His helmet comes off. They're all tangled up. It's a mini yard sale. Whistle is blown because the equipment was removed. I don't think we're going to get any penalties here. But this kid just has to go off to get his helmet squared away, I think. "56 seconds remaining in the second period, and then we're going to be heading to break. 9:30 on the East Coast. Hitmen have it. Pass it up right here in front of us. Backhanded down. Smitty drops it to Landon. Landon pulls it through. Makes a move. Tries to get through, but Owen. Oh, puck is bouncing. Lars tries to kick it ahead. Smitty off the boards. And puck is bouncing. Chase sends it back down to Owen. Owen sends it across the crease looking for Landon. Smitty has it. Tries to get it back down to Landon. Landon's working the corner. Sends it up to Chase. Chase fans on a shot. Puck is still loose in front. Winds up in the far corner. Owen trying to work it, holding on Owen's stick. Winds up on Jacob's stick here. Jacob sends one through. It actually hits Landon, and then Owen picks up the puck, gets it to Chase. Actually, I think that puck hit Chase, not Landon. Oh my gosh. And that will do it for the period. This guy dumps Chase at the last minute, but no call there. Bodies flying. All right. At the end of 2, Riders score of 2. Jersey Hitmen 4. Got a little bit of work cut out for us here in the next period. Goals came from Lincoln, number 1, and then Riddick, number 2. It was Lincoln from Ryan, and then Riddick from Kane. So oh, and also the CU game is starting here momentarily. If you want to watch for a few minutes, I'll give you permission to leave us for about 10 minutes, and then you have to come back because CU is playing CSU at CSU. Second to last game of the season for CU. And they're about to face off there. They just did the senior night at CSU, so puck drop will be momentarily. You can find that on YouTube if you just search up CSU men's D1 hockey. But be sure to come back here in 10 minutes. Thanks for watching. Go Riders. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Welcome back. Start of the third. As I'm sure you probably saw more than I because I was out in the lobby warming up. Looks like they had a little issue with the Zamboni, but they got that squared away. Only a slight delay. We're back at it. Meanwhile, CU and CSU are squaring off. And we're watching the beginning of that game right now at 0-0. And they're at CSU. Tomorrow they'll be playing at home, CU, at the rec center. For anybody that wants to get out there and watch some hockey. Game is at noon. Last game of the season. Should be a big one. So, speaking of a big one, we have our work cut out for us here. Riders being down 4-2. One period remains. We have to have a strong one. We can do it, I know. We're playing better. They've just gotten in a few fluky ones. And we just need to shut the door on that, be physical, keep pucks to the net. We've been doing a good job at that. Our shots right now are 34 for us and 20 for them. Riddick, Ryan, Lincoln up front, Jacob Smith, and Bjorn on defense. Here we go. Puck drop, period number 3. Heading your way. Hold on to your seats. Puck drop, picked up, Ryan sends it deep. They bring it up the boards, up on Jacob's stick, puts one on net. Goalie punches that one out. Riddick gets it back to Bjorn. Bjorn cuts to the middle, gets picked though. They bat it up and out. And they send it down to the far corner where Jacob picks it up. Sends it up the boards to Ryan. Ryan right here in front of us, but he gets it taken away, but then gets forced the other way. Winds up on a Hitman stick. Send it through, looking for a low shot. Jacob picks it back up and gets it to Ryan. Ryan's got Lincoln on the far side, but he dumps it, and that line changes. Out comes Owen, Chase Landon, Xander, and Kane. Puck is here. Kid picks it up. He shoots the gap. He comes in. He's got a guy in the back door. Oh, man, we do not need another one right now in the back of our net. We need one in the back of their net. Shot. Save by Phillip. That one was going 5-hole, but Phillip shut the door on that. Good save. $15.40 to get 3 goals. Hitmen get it back. Kane picks it up. He gets it up to Landon, but it comes out of the zone, and they delayed icing, so we get a free out, but we go back to Xander. Xander now goes up to Landon. Landon in front of our bench, chips it ahead to Chase. Chase drops it to Landon, and it's just behind him. Kane with the nice reverse. The kid still hasn't gotten up. Now he finally does. Kane can lay down some hits, I'll tell you. And that was another one. Owen gets tripped up. Kane takes off and over and sends it just wide left of the net, and it winds up on the near boards. Chase loses an edge into the boards at the hash. Landon comes in to support him, and Fisher's there. Tries to get it. It comes up. Lars does a good job at pulling it down, and puck winds up with Bjorn. Bjorn circles around. He gets it over to Lars. Lars moves it ahead to Landon, who gets up his own little dropped pass or bumped back and forth. They skate it up and get it into the zone. Held up by Phillip, who trips over his skates. Now he's up in front. Ooh, they just chip it wide of the net as he gets back in the crease. Come on, guys, let's play with some urgency here. Centering pass batted away by Landon, and then Lars picks it up, but he gets tripped up. And now Bjorn gets tripped up over Lars, and they bring it back in. It's a potential 3-on-1. Caden gets back, nicely done, right in time. Backs it around to Fisher. Fisher tries to get it up to Jack. Jack gets it back to Fisher, and Fisher gets off with it. And then comes back into our zone, back to Bjorn. Bjorn over to Lars. Lars near side. Lars sends one up. He hits Riddick. Riddick cuts down. Riddick is going. Bottom of the near circle. Tries to work it around behind the net. He still has it in the far side. Looking, and it splits the D and comes out of the zone. Xander picks it up, turns around, and gets it back down deep, and he takes a hit as he does so. Jack Stewart gets in there. Batted down. Jacob keeps it alive, sends one towards the net, but it just goes wide. Jack Stewart's out there. Riddick picks it up. Riddick off the boards, back up to Zando. Zando sends one through wide right and up into the netting at 13-22. That was some good pressure. Got to keep that up. 22 shots for them, 36 for us. 4 goals for them, 2 for us. So, I got to change around that big number. The little one's okay, the big one's big on the board. In their favor, Riddick will take the draw. Wins it back, Ryan has it, tries to get it through, hits the ref. Back to Lincoln. Lincoln back to, I think, Ryan. Ryan gets pushed down from behind. Puck comes up and they skate it out of the zone. Xander skates backward. Jacob, nice job, picks it up, gets it to Lincoln. Lincoln leaves it for Ryan. Ryan tries to get back to Lincoln. Oh, off the Lincoln's skate. Lincoln gets punched up into the boards. Oh, that was an elbow to the head of Jacob. Riddick comes in. Lincoln supports him. Ryan cuts to the net. Xander makes a move, gets it to Lincoln, who leaves it for Ryan. Ryan gets punched up. Xander sends it back down to Lincoln. In the corner, Lincoln backs it up to Riddick. Riddick turns it around. Comes back up to Xander. Xander sends it far side. Lincoln, centering pass, and there it is. Ryan gets that from Lincoln. That's it. Nice pressure. That was Xander to Lincoln to Ryan and in. So nice job, boys. Way to go, Ryan. And the Riders get back within 1. Nice. Ryan, Lincoln, Xander. Beautiful. Puck drop. Comes back. Owen has it. Oh, and it comes out of the zone, and now it's a little bit of a breakaway. Actually, a lot of a breakaway. Bodies crashing into the net. Net is off. Kids on the boards. Cross check. Penalty coming, I think. Let's see what they say. Landon going to the box? No. Oh, penalty shot. Holy shit. All right. This kid's going to be taking it. Phillip, let's go. Number 22. All right, Phillip, let's go, baby. He cuts to the outside. He cuts to the inside. Shot. Score. They get that one back quickly. 5-3 is the score here. 12:09 left in the third period, and we're again down by a couple. We pulled it back within 1. All right, boys, let's go. Chase takes the face. Puck is won back by Jersey. And they skate it in. Puck is in front. Back in the near corner. Jacob is working him. Almost takes it away. Owen is there. They all get tangled up, and there should be interference or holding there. Or the net's off. Looks like the net was off, but they were still interfering and holding with both of our guys. Lan and Owen chase up front. Lars and Jacob Smith on defense. 5-3 is the score. Penalty shot they scored on. Back up to the point, down to the near hash. Lars is working it nice out. Gets it to Chase. Chase tries to turn the corner on him. They grab it. There's number 55. He leaves it off. Jacob Smith gets over there. Lannon gets it out of the zone, back on their D. And they outlet it to the wing, and they float it in. Jacob, that's number 6. Ouch, that one hurt. Okay. 6-3 is the score. That's not quite what we needed right now. Bouncing puck. Guy picks it up on the backside, had a little bit of room, and netted it. Fisher will take the draw this time. Jack's out there with him, and Caden on the far side. Kane and Xander on defense. Fisher. Jack grabs it, gets it to Fisher. Then they grab the puck, go far side, up, and Kane steps up. Fisher gets it back to Xander. Xander back over to Kane. Kane back to Xander. Xander loses the hold of that one, and now the kid drives down, centering pass, winds up on Jack's stick. Jack moves it up to Fisher. Fisher can't quite corral that one in. They get it back down into the zone. Phillip just holds it up on the side of the net. Pass over to Kane. Kane backs it up the boards. Jack chips it, and then we can't get it across the red line. Riddick gloves that one down. Sends it up to Caden. Caden finally gets into the zone. Goes after the puck, but they send it up to the far boards. Ryan gets there. Bjorn puts one towards the net, but they pick it up instead before it gets there. They outlet to the far side. Lincoln pinches up. Ryan pulls that down off the boards. Ryan has it. Ryan drops it to Lincoln. Just gets under Lincoln. Winds up with Riddick again. Riddick backs it up to Bjorn. Bjorn pinches it ahead, and that goes up into the bench of the New Jersey Hitmen. Or maybe just the Jersey Hitmen. Don't know if they're new or old. Face-off's coming at center ice, 9:44 remaining in the third period. We're down by 3. Not where we anticipated being. Puck wins back to Lars. Lars across to Bjorn. Bjorn skates it up, chips it ahead into the zone. Icing is waved. Back of the net. Ryan has it. Near corner, Riddick comes up. Lars gets a stick on it, shoots it, and no rebound off of that shot. A little bit of pushing though. And Ryan is in the middle of it. Lincoln gives the kid a face wash. No penalties. Well, maybe. I don't know. Number 9 heads to the box. Yep, he will get a penalty. Lars goes 2. Nope, Lars isn't getting one. Hold on, let's see what's going on here. Power play. Number 9 heads to the box, and we're on a power play for a couple minutes. Riddick takes the draw. Lan and Lincoln on the outside, Chase on the far side, and Owen back. They win it. They airmail it, but we keep it alive. Chase to Owen. Owen back to Chase. Chase walks in. Shot. Puck is in front. Oh, Lincoln almost had it. They grab it, send it up off the glass, and they get it out. Phillip holds it up for Owen, who comes back to collect it, and then he goes out the far side of the net. Cuts to the near side, leaves it for Chase. Chase gets into the zone, and he moves it down and around. Puck is behind. Lincoln grabs it. Lincoln back up to Owen. Owen sends one through right on net, and the goalie covers that one up and no rebound. .117 remaining in the power play. 8:44 remaining in the third. Riddick will take the draw here. Puck down. Lincoln races back for it. Punches his guy up into the boards. Puck is still loose. Lincoln has it. Moves it back up to Landon. Landon at the point. Back to Lincoln. Lincoln across the Chase. Chase sends one through. Big rebound. Oh, that was almost there. Back to Owen comes up. Skates it up. Goes across to Landon. Landon pulls up through the center. He goes down, shoots one. Hits the glass. Riddick grabs it, gets it back to Owen. Owen punches it ahead. Riddick across to Chase. Chase grabs it, gets pinned up on the boards. Owen grabs it and keeps it in. Tries to get it back to Chase, and they get it out of the zone. 26 seconds, and we're going to need a line change here. Owen comes out the near side, skates up, cuts out to the middle, moves it up to Ryan. Ryan, bottom of the near circle, centering pass, tries to hit Jacob. They grab it, back to Caden. Caden to Ryan. Ryan far corner. Ryan circles up. He's got Bjorn off of his skate, and oh, nice job by Ryan to keep it. Nope, it comes out, but anyway, he prevented a breakaway. Now Ryan has it. Bounce pass up to Caden. Comes back our way. Lars grabs it. Lars backs it up to Jacob. Jacob takes a little hit. Winds up with Ryan. Ryan makes a move, pulls up, shot, and that's ridden up a stick and into the netting. 7:07 left in the third. 6-3 is the score. We're on the bad side of that score. 40 shots for us, 25 for them. 6 goals, 3 for us. Fisher takes the draw here. Fisher's out there with Jack and Caden. Lars and Bjorn. They get it up. It winds up with Bjorn. Bjorn sends one in just wide of the net. He was like, I want to put this one in the back. So he sent one. There's a battle in the corner, and Caden almost gets a hold of that, but they grab it and cut to the middle. Bjorn steps up into his man, causing him to turn it over. Lars is battling. Bjorn gets it up to Jack. Jack off to the races. Jack bumps it over to Caden. Caden backhands it around to Jack again, near corner. Jack behind the net, circles around. Nice job, Jack. He gets pinned up on the boards, and then they hit. Ooh, there's a big hit. They get it up and out. Winds up with Xander right here in front of us. Xander cuts, backhands it into their zone, and they kick it around behind the net. 6 minutes remaining in the period. Riders down by 3. That would be a goal every 2 minutes just to tie. There goes Landon. Got a little bit of space. Looking to shoot. Sends one high. Comes up off the glass. Kane picks it up. Kane back down to Landon. Landon hits Owen. Cannot connect. Xander keeps it alive. Gets it back over to Landon. Landon one time up to Kane. Kane, big one-time shot and rebound, and Owen puts it in from Kane. There we go. That's what we need. Puck's on net. Owen from Kane for number 4. So we're only down by 2. And we have 5 minutes left. Wow. CU's up 2-0 in that game. So number 4 came from Owen. Given to him by Kane. Kane gets the apple. Nice job. Good. Did you see that? That wind up on that slap shot that he had? That was a thing of beauty. So, Chase takes the face off here. Owen grabs the loose change, gets it to Kane. Kane gets it to Zando. Zando skates up to the red and dumps it deep. Winds up in the far corner. Owen pinches down. Landon tries to pull it out of the corner, and it winds up on the near boards, and Xander pinches down to the hash. Tries to keep it in. Oh, and he gets reversed, but there's a foot race developing. Kane is going to be getting there. Kane punches his guy up into the boards. Nice job, Kane, using that body, but they grab it anyway. In the far corner, Xander puts a body on him. Owen causes a turnover. Kane gets the loose puck, and he sends it up the boards to Chase. Chase pokes it ahead to Landon. Landon hits Owen. Owen into the zone, trying to work through, but they pick the pocket, and they're out the other way. Lincoln comes on. Smitty's out there with Owen. Chase, there's Owen. Owen gets it to Lincoln. Chase, back to Lincoln. Lincoln, oh, just in front of him. Dang it, that was a good opportunity to Chase. Puck is up in the air in the near corner. Lincoln backs it around to Chase. Chase at the hash mark, reverses somebody, has the puck, gets pinned up on the boards. Not that you can ever see that, but it winds up with Riddick. Riddick sends one, and that goes up into the netting. 4:22 left in the period. 6-4 is the score of this game. 2-0 is the score of the CU game. CU's up on top at CSU. Face-off will come to their goalies right in the near corner offensive zone for the Riders. Riddick, Ryan Lincoln, Bjorn, and Jacob Smith on defense. Puck drop, comes back. Bjorn almost kept that in, but he got across the blue line. Who was that? Jacob sent one in on net. Blocker decided into the near corner. Ryan centering pass back up to Jacob. Jacob surge one and oh, Riddick almost had his second one. Puck is still loose, no whistle. So the guys keep fighting. Ryan gets tripped, no call. Puck is down. Lincoln gets tripped. There's a call. Ryan grabs it behind the net. Phillip is heading toward the bench. Ryan moves it back out of the zone. All right, we reset. Let's go, Ryan. Why, were we offsides? I know. Okay, now we're on the power play. We've got 3:42 remaining, and we're down by 2. So we're making the push here. So Riddick is out there. Landon, Lincoln, Owen, Chase. Riddick will take the draw. Right there. Puck is back to Landon. Landon over to Lincoln. Lincoln comes back to Landon. Over to Chase. Chase walks in. Shot and off the back. Battle. Landon has it. Rings it around for Lincoln. Lincoln at the near hash. Back up to Owen. Owen back to Lincoln. Lincoln. Oh, looking for Landon. That was a good chance. Back to Landon. Landon. They get it up and out. Comes all the way back down. Phillip holds it up behind his net. Come on, 3:09 left. Owen comes out with some speed. He's got Landon to his right. Gets it over to Landon. Goes under his stick. Landon backs it around to Riddick. Riddick leaves it for Chase. And the net is off, I think. How is the net off when the puck is not even near the net? What the hell? Who's kicking that off? Who's the donkey down there kicking that off? That was a bunch of bullshit. And the face-off is outside the zone? Somehow that doesn't feel right. Either way, we'll take it and go with it. They kick it up. Owen gets it all the way back down, and he's got somebody patrolling him. He comes out near side. He goes out far side to Landon. Landon gets it over to Lincoln. That's touched off. And they send it up off the glass right towards a couple of kids who are watching at the door here. 55 left. Owen tries to get it, gets bumped back in, moves it up to Chase. Chase here in front of us. He gets across the red, across the blue. He goes all the way across to Lincoln. Lincoln leaves it for Landon. Landon moves it back down to Lincoln. Lincoln moves it up to Senya. Senya. Chase. Chase tries to touch it into the middle. Puck is loose in front. Chase sends one. They go to the boards, and it comes out of the zone. 25 seconds remaining. Oh, we're getting gassed. We're getting gassed. Owen comes up. He leaves it for Landon. A lot of the guys change. Gets it over to Caden. Caden comes off with renewed urgency. Lars steps in, keeps it alive. Nice job. Ryan gets it, and Jacob sends one off his knees, and he's still battling. Oh, doesn't go in. Winds up with Ryan in the near corner. They're back to full strength. Lars moves it to Ryan. Ryan at the hash. Leaves it for Jacob Smith. Jacob comes it across to Bjorn. Bjorn sends one, and he pops. Bjorn pops the bottle. And the Riders within one. Bjorn pulls that one. Jacob got it to him. Yay. All right, boys. We got a minute and a half. That was a full strength goal. I think we're probably taking a timeout here, I hope. Bjorn gets number 5 from Jacob. Beautiful. So just a quick recap on our 5 goals. Lincoln was first from Ryan. Riddick was second from Kane. Ryan was third from Lincoln and Xander. Fourth was Owen from Kane. And fifth was just Bjorn from Jacob. So getting good contribution from all places and all lines. So that's nice. We got 1 goal separating us and a minute and 28 seconds left in the game, and it's 10-12 on the East Coast. So I bet we're going to be pulling the goalie here as soon as we get possession. All right, Riders, let's go. I hate to leave it to the last minute and 28 seconds. But that's what we've managed to do. So Phillip is way up in front of his crease. He's going to be heading as soon as they drop the puck. Riddick, Lincoln, Landon, Senya, and Chase. Riddick gets bounced. Landon comes in. Puck is back to Chase. Chase has it. All right, we got a minute. Landon has it. Landon got put on his keister. And Phillip couldn't come because now they have possession. They're going to just hold it. They're going to hold it and just eat time. We got to pressure them. Jeez. There we go. Chase gets a hold of it. Lincoln has it. Looking for a centering pass. Now we get the goalie pulled. Ryan comes on. Owen is out there. 6 man out. Back over to Chase. 47 seconds left. One time. Puck is loose in front. Oh, through the crease. Lincoln pulls it back up to Owen. 41. Sends it in. Goes to the far corner. Landon picks it up. Landon gets it up to Chase. Chase over to Owen. Owen down to Lincoln. Lincoln back up to Owen. Owen and Lincoln switch. Bottom of the circle. 26 seconds left. Lincoln sends it. Goes wide into the far corner. Owen has it. Owen leaves it for Chase. Chase backs it down to Landon. Landon back up to Chase. 16 seconds remaining. Landon gets it up to floats it in the corner. 8 seconds left. 4 seconds. Nope. Oh, that was exciting. Oh, my word. You see Ryan cross-checks him as the kid goes by. Riddick almost dumped somebody too. Oh, what a heartbreaker. Final score, 6 Hitmen, 5 Riders. Dropped this one late, not for the want of trying and for the effort. That was a hell of a game. Exciting to the very last minute. So, all right, that was a close one. 6-5 final score. Shots were 52-25. But that's the final score. And that's it for hockey action today. Riders win one and drop one. Again, goal recap. Lincoln from Ryan, then Riddick from Kane, then Ryan from Lincoln and Xander, and then Owen from Kane, and then Bjorn from Jacob. So a lot of contributions there. A lot of people were playing well. Just came up a little bit short. So we got one more game tomorrow against the number 4 ranked team in the nation, the Woodbridge, whatever they are, Wolfpack. And that'll be, I think, at 5 o'clock tomorrow Eastern time. So be sure to tune in for that. Thank you for watching tonight. Appreciate your support of the Riders. Go Riders. Talk to y'all tomorrow.